Welcome back to blogtv.sg. I am rude, so what?
We've got Mrs. Irene Lee and Mrs. Matheen, and we've got two new students joining us, Heikel and Annabelle.
Okay. Now, the question was brought up earlier, but you need to tell us why. You need to explain things. So from a parent's point of view, where do you stand on that?
I think definitely you will realize when your children is being rude and when they are not, and you can actually tell them immediately they are rude. I mean, I have come across incidences where, you know, where if they talk to their friends in that way, and sometimes they do forget, and they talk to me in the same way, and I say, hey, watch it, is that the way to talk to me?
Interesting, because yeah, I've had that same situation with my kids where they forget there's friends and there's parents. Do you guys ever run into that situation?
Oh yeah, my mom tells me very often that I should not say some things because it's inappropriate.
Yeah. I kind of thought she was your mom because she was looking at you. When
But I think a big issue is that a lot of the times from young, parents don't tell their children that they shouldn't be saying something. Like if you catch your kid running around and they tell them, oh, the police will come and get you, and then the kids stop running, and they don't teach them like in what context should you not be rude, in what context should you be. So when the kids grow up and they're outside like that, they just say things, and sometimes it doesn't occur to them that they shouldn't. Maybe because the parents, who may know or may not know, just don't tell them from the start.
Paddles, is the why a big question?
To be fair, I think youths a lot of the time feel that there is really no need to be polite. I know many people who have no respect whatsoever for elders, and they don't even see the need to. I don't know why they're there. Maybe it's their parents' fault. I have no idea why. And I see this a lot in surprisingly the Asian community. In my old school, a classroom of students, and they had Chinese lesson. The teacher was very angry. She was screaming at them, telling them to shut up, to keep quiet, and they basically said they just continued. And then the teacher finally said in Chinese, if you talk anymore, you're going to make me angry and I'm going to vomit blood. What they did was they took the dustbin in the classroom and gave it to her and said, vomit.
Okay, let's pick up.
So how does that reflect on the parents?
Is it the parents' fault?
In some instances, I think as the children are growing up, they're not getting enough examples of respectful behavior, and the parents tolerate disrespect from their children sometimes because they want to be friendly to their children. Which is a good thing. You need to be friendly because you need to be with it. You need to know what's happening with the children, and so you need to be more friendly and have less of that respectful barrier. But you got to show them where the line is. You got to show them how to be respectful and friendly at the same time.
Just going back to the why, I think it is a very important question, as nowadays the perception of what is rude has changed so much. Because children used to be things to be seen and not heard, yet now we're allowed to voice our opinions, and we're testing the boundaries. What are we allowed to do and what are we not? And we need to be told, and we need to be told why.
There are times where I do argue with my parents or even have a normal conversation. And at that time, sometimes I want to put my point across, so I raise my voice a bit louder and then they say I'm rude.
We've got a gentleman with spectacles who needs the microphone.
Thank you. Regarding point of being why, I don't know, teenagers are just asking questions for the sake of asking questions. They want to challenge society all the time. They want to ask about everything. That's what they want. They want to challenge society. They don't want to find out things. They just want a challenge, that's all.
I don't think that can be necessarily said in a negative light. I think the fact that youths are the ones who challenge society, it has always in the past, throughout history, been one of the most positive influences that has moved our society forward and allowed our society to change. Because youths, as has been said, have their own sets of morals and values, and they need to be in open conversation with adults about the different kinds of morals and values.
How adults and how our parents and our teachers treat us plays a really important factor in how we treat them. If they treat us like intelligent people, and if they want to know what we think, then we see no reason to be rude.
So if they don't listen to you, then you get rude.
Some youths find that being rude is a way to be heard. If you're not going to listen to me, then I'm going to change my tone of voice.
I need to do the paddles again. Do you find that you need to be rude to be heard? Right up, right up. Any parent watching this show, please take a look at the number of red paddles.
Same thing happens to parents though. When we don't listen to them, what do? They yell. They get They yell. Isn't that rude as well? If we did the same thing, they would say it's rude.
Don't equate yourself to your parents. They are your parents. That's what the problem is. That's where the level of respect comes in.
Yeah.
They have so many years of experience ahead of you, and that is their last resort. They are trying to get something through to you because they feel for you. They feel for you because you're their children.
Definitely. And that's the exact same way sometimes for us. We feel that we really need to say something, and you're not listening, so what can we do? And if we raise our voice, that's rude, and that's what I'm saying.
Have you ever turned to your parent and said, "Don't raise your voice, I'm trying to talk to you"?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Have they ever listened?
Yeah.
Yes, they have.
The two parents are going, yes. All of you are going, no. This whole question of rudeness. Are the parents overreacting? There's your message, parents. Good night.